What is up, YouTube? It's Rahul. Hope you guys are having a happy holiday season. I don't have any pre-planned content from now until Christmas, so if you guys see a lack of videos for the next couple days, that is going to be the reasoning. But I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays with your family, your friends, all that stuff. It's Christmas. Have fun. Enjoy it. Hope it's awesome for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you get. But today's video is going to be short. It's quick. A quick announcement tweet was made earlier today. By earlier today, I mean like 10 minutes ago at the time of recording this, which reads, "Attention trainers. The CP requirements for VGC Worlds are now live." Which means the VGC players who have not gotten their Worlds invites or like structure or whatever, they finally got their qualification system, their numbers, whatever. And it should be noted that they do start January 1st with their circuit, given that the first regionals, I believe, is like January 6th, 7th, that weekend. So VGC kind of effectively got 4 less months than us to get points. So before we jump into that, the one thing we care about is please note that the qualification threshold for Pokemon TCG is actively in review as we monitor the number of invites as the season continues. You might have noticed that locals have not come back. We have not gotten any information on what we presume to be locals starting at the new year, things like that. And it looks like the rumor on the rumor mill and what most stores are saying is something around the launch of Scarlet Violet, which is going to be pretty late, so end of March. Which means if you're keeping tabs like I am, April, May, June, that's it. That's all you have to earn championship points from local level events to qualify for Worlds. And now, if you're not someone who can travel to all these regional championships or international championships, 500 is pretty hard. Even if you're getting the bare minimum at regionals, like let's say 30, 40 CP for your 6 BFLs, that's not even half of an invite. Meaning you're pretty much required to travel to multiple internationals to even have a chance. So let's look at the current existing qualification system for TCG players. US and Canada was 500 for Masters, Europe was 350, Latin America 250, Oceania 250, and the Middle East and South Africa 250. Now, the notable drop is obviously because of the lack in events in each region, NA being obviously the one that has the most, etc. So if we looked today, like stopgap, today's season ends. It's been 4 months since the season has begun. Where are the invites? How many NA invites do we have? And the answer is 6. There are 6 players who have an invite. And these are players who are 2 top 4s of an IC. These guys are perennially in the top 16 of a regionals. Alex Shemansky got a finals. Isaiah Bradner got a top 8 in his top 16. I think Azul has 3 top 16s this season at regionals. Like, these players are performing well and above any other player in the circuit. You've got a couple of people in knocking distance, sure, but it's still not 500, right? So we've got 6. And then Europe, we've got 350 is the number here we're looking for. And even in Europe, it's 11. Only 11 players have qualified. Europe having the Open, the London Open for them as well, and a couple of regionals and I think SPEs. But still, 350 is manageable, I guess, to some degree. Yet, there's only 11 players qualified. 250 in the LATAM region with only 6 players once again qualified. And we look to Australia with 250, and there is 2 players. There are 2 players qualified. So 4 months into the season, we have a global around 50 players, or not even 50, a global of like 20 players, 25, 30 players total. We had 6, 6, 2, 11, which is a total of 17, 23, 25. We have 25 players exactly that are qualified for Worlds. That's not a high number. Yes, granted, there are 3 more ICs, all this stuff, but that's not a high number. So the only thing I wanted to talk about and make this video quick is that in 2017, we had something similar, where in the 2016-2017 season, there was a lack of invites across the board. I think going into the final quarter, like after the 3rd international, we had about 50 players from NA qualified, which is not a high bar, and it looks to be hitting that number once again. So what happened? Did they lower the CP requirement? No, they did not. For VGC, they did, I believe, but for TCG, they did not lower the requirement. However, they did boost the amount of championship points given by each finish. I remember vividly that internationals here, I had to find the exact number so I didn't speak without having information. International championships gave 50 extra CP for finish. Regionals gave 20 extra CP per finish, and League Cups gave 5 CP extra for finish. With internationals, I believe, being a BFL 4, regionals being a BFL 8, and League Cups being a BFL 8 as well. So now you could earn an additional 40. 160, so 200, 400 CP from these events. So it rewarded players who had finishes by going to these events rather than the placement of your finish. So this top 16 that Azul may have may not be as valuable now when this happens. Yes, it'll still give him a ton of points, but your top 256 will now be worth 50 points instead of the 30, which could, let's say you have 6 of those, that's 300. That's a lot more manageable than the number that you would have had prior. You almost effectively double the CP that you would have earned from that. So I think what will end up happening is something similar to this, where we'll get a boost and CP totals will happen. At the current pace it's going, I think it's almost an inevitability. I don't think Pokemon in any capacity will give us League Cups and challenges, which is what I'm assuming we'll get back, and say like, hey, you guys have BFL 8, go have fun with both of these, because there's literally like 12 weekends, if that are already cluttered with regionals in that time period. So I think, if anything, we get those back, and maybe we get like 2 cups, 2 challenges, or 4 cups, 4 challenges at most, because there's not that much time to even get those finishes, as evidenced by the time frame given. So if you're going for Worlds, please don't disparage. Continue to do your journey, continue to go on your way, and hopefully you'll get some good news soon. Continue to perform and continue to work towards it, and Pokemon will hopefully reduce the invite or boost your points to a position where you can qualify and head to Yokohama, Japan with the rest of us. That being said, I'm well on track to be there with 320 championship points, and still that last 180 is a pretty big hurdle to climb. So I'll see you guys for a different video later. Enjoy the holidays, and if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them for previous years in the comments below. So thank you so much. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Peace out.